Okay, everybody. So today we're asking what we need to focus on today. So I want you to pinch your fingers together and ask, is this advice meant for me? And if it is, you're going to pull and your fingers are going to stay together. If the answer is no, when you pull, you'll find your fingers come apart. Okay? So, what do we need to focus on today? I hope your fingers came apart because it looks like if they didn't, you're probably having a pretty rough time. Today, you need to actually focus on making your life appear more gracious. Okay, you need a little bit of more grace in how your life is presenting to you. I think things are going a little rough right now. I'm seeing cross, child, and clouds. So your child, which could be an actual child, or it could literally be just be that part of you that trusts the world and sees the world as a good place, has just a lot of pain and confusion bearing into it today. There has been a communication, some painful ending, and maybe even ill health has been communicated. So we've got coffin, rider, and tree. So rider is news, and surrounded by negative cards like this, it's pretty bad news. This center row is just sort of what I laid for what the advice was. So this is how you are meant to deal with this and this. And what it's saying is you actually have to actively work on how you're viewing the world around you. You have to make its appearance look a little more gracious and kind. You know, a lot of times we feel like it is what it is. And there are bare bones facts that are what they are. But you have to remember life itself doesn't have any meaning. You are the one assigning the meaning. And I promise you, if you sit down and let your heart open up and just really be with what is, you will see that in between all the horrible is a bunch of flexible space that you can work with. In the worst situations, there is always grace. In fact, pain and difficulty is a generator of grace. Life responds to it with grace, but sometimes that happens at the end of the cycle. The end result of it is always a bigger, better you, but it can feel awful when you're going through it. Let's get some advice from the runes on how to handle this. All right, throw yourself into service. That's not, that's kind of always the answer. Thurisas. All right, let's see. You have to be more assertive with something. Anzus. Okay. So this is saying to shift your attention, you have to actually shift your attention to the good you can do. And you have to be very active with this. Because you're stuck in this, you are going to have to burst through some of your inertia. And I think with Anzus coming at the end of this, I think one of the ways that it's recommending for you to burst through is to burst through with a request to the divine. Reach out to those highest forces and say, show me where you are in this world. Communicate with me. Let me see you. Let me feel you. Talk to me as I go through this. I am willing. I'm willing to give of myself. I'm willing to suffer when I have to suffer. But talk to me. Like a forceful bursting through that cloud and reaching out. And what you will find if you do that is the divine will respond. Okay? You ask and then you listen. And what you'll find is that things become more spacious. You will either hear an answer, see an answer, feel an answer, and if you're really closed up, then you'll just see it in the world around you. Notice what shifts. when you burst through. Go out into nature and make a request, and then just watch the world around you. Notice what draws your attention. There will be communication there. You are not alone through any of this, and all of this is fine. Even if it kills you, it's fine. The rules of the game are not stay alive and be comfortable forever. That is just not what we're here to do. We're here to be challenged. We're here to grow from those challenges. And at the end of that cycle, we give this body up and we move on to what's next. And that is all okay. There are gracious pathways through all of this suffering. Even if it's the worst of the worst, there you are, standing in the face of the worst of the worst. How am I going to walk graciously through this challenge? What is my hero's journey through this challenge? If you can assert yourself in that way, so you're asserting yourself horizontally through the difficulty and asserting yourself vertically, connecting with your higher powers, if you can do that, you will find a gracious pathway through all of this. Okay? Doesn't mean you're going to necessarily be able to control the facts of the outcome, but you can control the meaning of the story. Okay, everybody, I hope that helps. If you'd ever like a reading from me, come find me on hiddenpathways.com. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video. Also, this upcoming weekend, on Saturday the 13th and Sunday the 14th, we have our Divination Pride. So 100% of the proceeds go to charity. It's at the World Divination Association. I will put a link in the description. All right, guys, thanks so much and have a great day.